Hello, here is a walk through my reading journal. Oh, but here, Hidden Bodies, that's the sequel to You. Then there's me and the kiddo, and there's my little squishy down here, and cute little stuff. But here is my journal. I got this from Michael's. I think it was like on sale for $5-6. So, let this be forewarned. This is all hand drawn and all hand done, and it may look like a 2-year-old did it, but oh well, I did it and it's mine. Alright, here's my 2024 reading journal. This is my Goodreads spread. My goal to read this year is 75 books. And here's the color code, so I know which genre I read the most. And of course, it looks like thriller is winning out. And then of course we have a graphic novel or manga in the blue. It's the second thing I read the most of. So far I'm at 44 books in. Not too bad. Here is my bookshelf. I gotta color those in because I wrote the names on there. I don't know what is slowing me down on that, but it's my bookshelf. I did for 75 books. So on the next page, you will see more. Cute little bookshelf. Again, I gotta color that in. What is wrong with me? Slowing down. All right. Can I turn the page? I don't know. Who can? Oi! Too old to stand up and bend. Alright, so this is the favorite book of the month type of thing. It is now May. But of course, I'm going to do this quarterly. So you'll see January, February, March spreads. And then April, May, and June. And then July, August, September, and then October, November, December. So right now, Verity in January had me going. She had me going. I had to stay up late and I had to text my coworker. I was like, look, I ain't gonna be worth 2 winks in the morning. I have to finish this book. Same thing happened with The Weight of Blood in February. That's by Tiffany D. Jackson. That is a Carrie retelling. OMG, so good. Then you have A Quarter Wings in Ruin. Too bad I can't support Sarah J. Maas anymore because I heard about what she did with the 5th book cover in this series. Quarter Silver and Flames, I believe. She did one of those weird shameless plugs on a topic of Breonna Taylor. And she was just saying, sad thing, here's a life, here's a little light in what's going on now. But here's my book cover, kind of a thing, and it's still up to this day. Like, no one took it down. She didn't say anything about it. She just left it up there. That's a little sus to me, so can't support her anymore. Although you might see a book or something if I get it from a thrift store or whatever. None of that money goes to her anyhow, so there's that. Let's see. Bingo! I have my book bingo, and I write down the book that I use the prompt for. So Black author, I use Addicted. That was by Zane. Last in a series. I have yet to read a last in the series book. I'm working on it though. But that's my book bingo. And then my must reads this year. Children of Anguish and Anarchy. That comes out June 25th. I bought that in a special edition type of thing. Sprayed edges, all that jazz. The Housemaid is Watching is coming out on Kindle Unlimited. And so that's coming out on June 11th. I'll be reading that. Already read Lore Olympus 6. I believe Volume 7 comes out soon. So I have to fill out as I read them. Getting a little ahead of myself. All right, this is January. Now, like I said, it looks like a 5-year-old did it, but I did it. And things weren't lined up right. The days aren't lined up right, but there it is. My favorite book of the month was Verity by Colleen Hoover, Miss Coho, and DNF'd 2 books, and then I read a total of 9 books completed. So the 2 books I DNF'd this month is on the next page. The 2 books I DNF'd this month was Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. She was just too slow for me, and I like to be dropped into the thick of it, like Sister Frida come. And she drop you right up in it. It's already there. And then 7 Days in June. It was a second chance romance by African American author by Tia Williams, but all I kept getting was sad, bad childhood, and they just couldn't get to the second chance romance. I need the romance part. That's what I came here for. I didn't come here for all this explaining from back in the day. I need what now? What's happening now? Okay? So, let's see. Her Last Choice, Way of the House Husband, Odd Sisters by Melissa de la Cruz, Never Lie by Frida McFadden, Her Last Breath by Blake Pierce, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, Twisted Love by Anna Huang. Oh, that was a good one too. That's a dark romance. Maybe like, yes sir, wham bam thank you ma'am kind of thing. I'll kill you if you treat her horribly in the streets, but she's mine in the sheets. And then you got Verity, and then you got First to Die, the first in the Women's Murder Club series, and that's by James Patterson. He gets other people to help write with him too, but this Murder Club series is still going. He's up to I think 24 and a half or 24 and a quarter, but he have half-size books and novellas and stuff all in the series, but he's already up to 23 and a half, 4 and a half, or whatever. But I do have his books. Love them. They're great. They're good. And then here we have February. So favorite book of the month of February was Weight of Blood. And I read 10 books that month completed, and I DNF'd 2 books. So there's all the books. They're so cute. See how it got so much better, and as the months go, it's gonna get much better. And this is just so I can see how long it's taking me to read a book. And it's not just about how good it is, it's just whether it holds my attention or something else grabs my attention more. So February, the 2 DNF'd books are Pomegranates and Promises. Now, I draw the line at weapons being used during coitus, as Sheldon used to say on thingy. But yes, Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, coitus. You're not filleting me as you splayed me and filleted me. No, we're not licking up blood after you use a butcher knife to cut me while we're in the middle of doing the do. No, no thank you. Done. DNF'd this one. I Fed Her to the Beast, and the Beast is me. That one is a ballerina sells her soul basically to rise at the top of a Paris ballet. That gives Center Stage vibes, but she didn't sell her soul, but Center Stage vibes, and I'd rather watch it on a movie versus reading it in a book. Too boring for me. And this very strange graphic novel called The Fun House. I did not DNF, but it was really strange. It was tough to get through. And it's a graphic novel autobiography written by the person. It was just really strange. Her dad was a mortician, and she grew up in that type of area. And so not Anna Huang, jeez, what is wrong? R.F. Kuang did Yellowface. It took me forever to finish listening to, because it kept giving, how they're talking about in the fiction world about how they whitewash a lot of ethnic writers and things like that. So this book was about a a Caucasian woman that was friends with an Asian woman, and the Asian woman died, and right before she died, she showed her a like real big, nice, mostly drawn template of a book of her idea. And so she swiped the book, the Caucasian lady swiped the book, added some things to it, pieced the other things, rearranged it just a little bit so the story can flow a certain way, and slapped her name on it. Didn't put old girl's name in it and nothing. So it's all that. So it just kept repetitive. It felt repetitive for me. Court of Mist and Fury, really good. My favorite of the series was the second book. Ghost Boys, you already saw my review on that. Weight of Blood. Once Gone, Blake Pierce always does good. He always leaves you on a cliffhanger. You got to read the next one. Sister Frida, the teacher, so good. All her stuff is on Kindle Unlimited. If you haven't heard me say it before, you heard me saying it again. Sister Frida should come through every time. Popcorn thriller. The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. Good book. Too much science for me, but still a good book. All the stuff that was not science was amazing. Then you have The Brutal Prince. I literally want to keep going in this series, is what I wrote. And I have. And that is also, all her Sophie Lark is also on Kindle Unlimited. And of course, we just love the series. We always have to read him once a month. I don't know what I'm going to do because it's $13 a book for The Way of the House Husband. And I just love his stuff. It's funny. And here's March. I feel like I just get better and better at this, putting things together in little spreads and how long it takes for me to do it. A Court of War and Ruin was my favorite book this month in March. 9 books total read. I DNF'd 3. And so, the 2 that I DNF'd, it said I DNF'd 3. What? Oh, Queen of Exiles. I didn't have a picture of it. But Queen of Exiles was more of a historical fiction about an actual queen in Haiti. And she got exiled and lived in France or Europe or something like that. And they kept throwing a lot of patois in it and a lot of native things. And once it started feeling like homework, I don't want to read it. Perfect Marriage. It was just weird. It paced strangely, and it just was not for me. And Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. And then Not a Day Goes By Elin Harris. He's pretty good. Everybody loves his books that he writes. He's a part of the community, and he's also an African American writer. But I can't do Undercover Brothers, so yeah, I stopped reading that. Eli Wiesel, I completed. As you already know, I adore this book. It's his life story on how he survived in Auschwitz and all the other concentration camps they made him go to. A Quarter of Frost and Starlight was not necessary, but still a good segue after the War and Ruin book, which I read this one as well. And Second Chance by JP. Mr. JP, he drops you in the thick of it like Sister Frida. Psycho, I did not know this was a book. Psycho was a book before it became a movie. And it's a 3-part book, 3-part series. So I have to find other ones and read that as well. Disney Lied. This girl was 12, not a grown woman like they drew her, and When She Saved John Smith. They need to come and get a different one. Way to House Husband. And this was a cute little graphic novel called Frizzy. It's about acceptance of self-love and accepting of self and loving of your hair. And that is it for the months. Yes, because the next one would be April. And so here again, quick little flip through of my reading journal. watching Slow Readers Anonymous, where we buy more books than we can read in a lifetime. Have a wonderful day. Bye.